came here without an idea about why I was here, and I've always felt in my life like the love I had in my heart was hurting me because it wanted to burst out, you know, and it was bigger than the space I had. And I've been now here at Hub for the whole weekend, and there's a catalyst now. And now it feels like the love that I have just radiates out of my fingertips, and I'm going to be able to give that in a vision to the people that I want to help and give to. And Hub made it available and really possible for me to make those things happen.
Most people I know personally are for sure giving, and they love to cooperate. But if you see the results, what most governments in the world present, it's not that convincing. So somewhere in between, we must go wrong on our maps. Only one example, we all were told survival of the fittest. So it's logically, from that point of view, to strive and compete with others and be better than them. But we know from nature that that is completely wrong. Out of 100, it's not survival of the fittest, 95 survive. So it's a non-survival of the weakest. So if we know that we as 95 survive anyway, so the question is, do we survive better by competing, or do we survive better by cooperating? So I even believe that a lot of the surface success talking in America is not really grounded in the maps of the future, because we still teach people to be winners and to want to be number ones, and we talk about it in business circles. But to me, as long as you don't strive to be number one in cooperating, you're still on the wrong map.
Well, Hub means humanity unites brilliance, and for the first time in human history, we're going to wake up the genius of each and every person, because you got humanity, which means human beings, uniting with the rest of humanity for the first time thanks to communication, transportation, computerization. And what we're going to do is wake up the individual and collective brilliance of humanity, and as we do, we can take care of total humanity, which is now at about 7 to almost 8 billion people, going to 12 billion people within the next decade.
What I see is every boy and girl that's born on this planet has the basics just because they're born here. Food, water, shelter, education, medicine. That's for everybody on the planet. That we've developed an infrastructure, a humanitarian infrastructure, that everyone has their basic needs met. So that means people now spend the time cultivating their gifts and expressing it. It also means the elimination of terrorism, and the gap between the haves and the have-not has lessened. So individuals have much more time to really cultivate their gifts and talents on the planet. That's what I see. And it's not wishful thinking. I've seen that. And so that pulls me to do the work that I do on a vibrational level, articulating the vision, and then finding the strategic and evolutionary alliances, such as Hub, to bring that into manifestation.
I've seen so many speakers, and I knew that there were a lot of problems and everything, but the hope that he gave and the solutions that he presented just phenomenal. And I'm so glad I came and stayed, because you know, you kind of like, you want to go out and party and everything and go do fun things on Sunday, but this is where I needed to be. It's awesome.
We all know that we all have a puzzle piece in this world peace puzzle, and we've identified what our piece is, but instead of trying to do the whole thing by ourselves, everybody's gravitated here to this event to find where they can plug in with other people, and where those people can plug into other people, and where those people can plug into other people.
I run adventure seminars there, for example, where I take people up Kilimanjaro to teach them mental toughness. I then take them on a day of safari, but then I really change their life. I let them build a school. And that's something that when people have a first-hand experience of that, rather than seeing it on TV or reading about it or writing a check, when they actually get there, build a school, and watch the children walk in to their school for the first time, that's life-changing.
In Africa, there's many organizations and NGOs, and they all work separately. So to find and to be part of this, for me, that was the missing link.
So we're here, puzzle pieces coming together to quicken the work that we're doing. So it doesn't have to take another 1,000 years. So it doesn't have to take another 10 years, so that it can just happen now. We want world peace. We want the world to work for everybody yesterday.
Helen Keller said, "Alone we do so little, together we do so much." And Helen Cromer wrote a poem that says, "One of us awake with dawn in his or her eyes multiplies." And for the first time ever, given the awareness of Hub, we get to multiply and source and serve total humanity to 100% economic and physical success, which no one ever conceived of before, because everybody was isolated in their own country. There were Germans, there were Danes, there were Indians, there were Japanese. But for the first time, we got to make the whole planet work. We all live in a little biosphere that we only discovered in 1968 when the space program happened, and we can only live in this little band that's 10 miles out from the Earth. And we never knew that because we didn't understand that we had to have a sustainable ecology to have a sustainable economy.
What's bubbling up is my gratitude for the emphasis on receiving. So much of charitable contributions talk about giving. And what I've learned from all the presentations that we've had and being exposed to these great people is that as we receive, then we can give more. And when the recognition of receiving is to people, then what happens is those are already the givers. So when they get something back, they're able to give some more.
There's nothing that cannot be done because there's no one that's coming into this group that's hindered by the past or disturbed by the future. You know, they're like really pulled by a tremendous vision.
Truly see that these are the people who are making a huge effort to make a difference. It is a brilliant idea. It makes total sense. And I think what people really are looking for is a model to follow. They just want a roadmap. Everyone would be more than happy to participate if they see how to do it. So this provides the education, it provides a system, it provides all the tools and support. It's a total win-win-win-win-win every way around. And I just can't be happier to be a part of this great organization.
All I was doing was just showing up. And just as I showed up, everything else showed up for me.
If you were an egg, you're about to be cracked. And anything that you could be made after that is all a blissful, great recipe for your positive future.
This is the place where a dream will happen, where actually the thing that I was created for, the opportunity to make that happen, will come real.
It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon, for it's love that's most deep. It's one power. Oh, it's one power. What we are is one.
In unstoppable power, that when you unite these kind of people together with a game plan of emergence for the planet upon which we're living, we're unstoppable.
That lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love.